Hello, it's time for Good Game Spawn Point. I'm Jem.
And I'm Rad. Coming up on today's show, find out what happens when you give a primate the power to punish machines in our review of Monkey Barrels. Plus the Dream Island destinations you must visit in Animal Crossing New Horizons. And we've got some Nintendo news to add.
Yes, but that has to wait just one moment for the swishy title things. Well, Rad, before we get into some serious monkey business in Monkey Barrels, what else has been pushing your buttons this week?
Well, I had a bit of a hankering for some more puzzle solving, so I checked out the new point-and-click adventure game, Encodia. It's about a girl and her robot friend, and it has such a beautiful art style. It feels like a comic book with cel-shaded characters walking through a sketchy, stylized world. But unfortunately, I didn't like the puzzles at all. They were pretty slow and clumsy, like I was happening upon the answers, not figuring them out.
Hooray!
Plus, I got totally stuck, which is a shame because Encodia has that beautiful art style.
Well, I guess you can't judge a game by its graphics. Personally, I got a bit caught up in all the Mars hype after seeing NASA's Perseverance rover land. And I found this free little experience called Project Eagle that isn't really a game, it's more of an interactive model Mars base, based on what NASA thinks one could look like 100 years from now. I mean, someone born today could see something like that in their lifetime. How cool is that?
That's so cool. Space is amazing. But moving on now to what's news. Nintendo did their first Nintendo Direct in a while. Did you watch it, Jem?
Oh, totally. And there were a stack of new game announcements. But the biggest one that got me really hyped was Splatoon 3. More Squid Kid chaos. But it isn't coming out till 2022.
Yeah, that is a long time away. I thought it was a pretty fun trailer. I mean, it was just more Splatoon, but I'm okay with that. I'm hoping there may be a bit more of a story campaign, because I always get wrecked in multiplayer. Oh, actually, I thought Mario Golf Super Rush looked pretty cool too. Speed golf? That looks like heaps of fun.
I hope the golf holes lead to an underground pipe system. Other games of note were DC Superhero Girls Teen Power, nice to see the girls taking center stage, and Star Wars Hunters, which is a multiplayer arena battle game for Switch. I'm worried it's just gonna be a glorified microtransaction-filled mobile game though. Hopefully I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, we need more good Star Wars games.
Okay, you two, that's enough news for now. It's time to get on with the review. Cue the transition. Cue the music. Cue the cues. Cue, cue, kazoo. In 3, 2, 1, action!
Monkey Barrels is a colourful bullet-held twin-stick shooter that came out a while ago on Switch and now is out on PC.
Wait, so if it's a twin-stick shooter, does that mean there's such thing as a single-stick shooter? A mono-stick? A uno-stick?
No, so twin-stick is where you have one thumbstick to control running and the other one to aim your weapon in unison. But I guess you would do that for other types of games too.
And on PC, you'd normally use a mouse and keyboard.
You two are getting more distracted than Mariam on her way to pick up my latte. Focus, please.
Sorry, Director Darren.
And in my defense, I think I used up all my focus playing Monkey Barrels because it is so hectic. You play as a little monkey on your way to save one of your primate pals. To do this, you need to get through numerous levels of electronics that have all been turned evil. TVs and stereos that shoot a flurry of bullets, which you carefully weave between to save your limited lives. I love these enemies. They're so cute and creative, although they can be overwhelming. Seriously, some of the fights are so frantic, I practically went cross-eyed trying to keep track.
No, but Jem, if you go cross-eyed, you're gonna miss the best part of the game. It's style. Seriously, this might be some of my favorite design in a game. It looks incredible, with such a fun sense of whimsy and playfulness. I absolutely love the neon-soaked pixelated environments and the way it contrasts with how smooth and cartoony your character is. It just pops. The grimy, abandoned city feels like such a perfect background for a cheeky monkey with a ketchup gun. This was one of my favorite things about the game. All the weapons are based on food or household items. You've got mustard bottle lasers and hairdryer flamethrowers, and they all feel so good.
That flamethrower was my favorite. I love how it regenerates power instead of using up ammo that then has to be reloaded. There's a great variety in how each weapon handles, with clear information on their pros and cons. They can be useful in different situations, and it's so much fun finding something that suits your playstyle.
And if you want to get really wild, then you can use your wild power. Once it's charged up, activating this damages enemies around you and lets you shoot your main weapon as much as you like. But I would always forget to use it, which is bad because it is very handy in a tough spot.
Right, the whole game is a tough spot. This is really hard. I don't play many bullet hell style games, and it can be pretty overwhelming and unforgiving. Thankfully, there are great checkpoints and the levels aren't too long, but I still found it to be a bit of a slog. To me, it felt like running up against a brick wall over and over until one of you breaks.
Yeah, well, it won't be me. I'm Durable Radley. I love taking a run at a boss and getting through by the skin of my teeth, or losing terribly and figuring out a better weapon for the fight. And the tight controls and utterly charming world building makes this a joy to play. Although, I will say I felt there were a few too many buttons to keep track of. Between 2 main weapons, 2 sub-weapons, wild power, dash, and run, I found myself fumbling from time to time, which can get frustrating. I did play some on a controller, but there I just kept accidentally pushing in the thumbstick and running because I was gripping it so hard. And you can't shoot when you run, so it was too tricky. The mouse and keyboard was pretty nice though.
Yeah, I preferred it too, even though usually I'm a controller fan.
PC all the way. Although on PC, my game stopped working. It seemed there was an authorization problem between the game and the store. The devs have been really great in trying to help me fix it, but currently I can't play anymore, which sucks because I was really enjoying it. But overall, the game is super charming, controls well, and is challenging without feeling impossible. I'm giving Monkey Barrels 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Maybe not impossible for you, Rad, but for me, this was simply painful. While I can appreciate the cool visuals, I just do not have the kind of patience this game demands. It's fun, but I can only take so much before I want to rage quit. And if you're like me and not a massive bullet hell style fan, this won't hold you for long. So I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
So, it's been a while now since moving into your new island home. You've upgraded your house, earned a 5-star island rating, perhaps made a striking custom outfit. But now what? Well, you can dream. That is, use the Animal Crossing New Horizons Dreaming feature. Dreaming allows you to visit the island creations of the vast and varied Animal Crossing community. But before I let you in on my top tips for these slumbering sojourns, you'll need to know how to visit a dream address. Visiting a dream address is so easy you could do it in your sleep. Simply lie down in any bed in your in-game home and choose to go to sleep. Then you'll encounter Luna. She will give you all the information you need about dreaming and the option to enter a code known as a dream address. This allows you to visit online versions of other players' islands. Now, there are loads of codes floating around online, but these are some of my picks for the most interesting, impressive, or otherwise worth visiting. There are several Legend of Zelda-inspired islands out there, but my favourite is New Hyrule. A slightly spooky nighttime imagining of the Kingdom of Hyrule, the level of detail in the custom designs that cover every inch of this island is staggering. Look at that Triforce tiling. You can even play some ocarina. Or speak to versions of familiar characters, including the dastardly Ganon. I must say, he's much less scary in Animal Crossing form. If you've always wanted to travel to the famous Disney theme parks, this could be a great digital alternative. This island is jam-packed with all things Disney, cleverly recreating all sorts of Disneyland park features. Highlights include a tribute to the IRL park's Main Street and virtual versions of attractions like the spooky Haunted Mansion, the Star Wars area, and the Mark Twain riverboat. And what theme park experience would be complete without waiting in line? Such realism. Fancy a day out at the zoo? You might want to dream on over to Zoo Island and check out Nook Zoo. Visit the flamingo enclosure, the tortoises, or the gnomes. Browse for a memento at one of the merchandise stalls. Wholesome. But things are not all as they seem on Zoo Island. The main attraction, the villagers themselves. Makes you wonder exactly what kind of research is being done here. Androids may dream of electric sheep, but data-analyzing robots dream of islands like this one. This space-themed island will take you to the moon and back, featuring almost every space-related item you can think of. It's a celebration of science, circuits, and the stars. And OMG, is that a lunar rover? The main house has a fabulous space control room and a delightful server room too. Oh, I feel right at home. So I think you'll agree, these are some fine destination sensations for your next Animal Crossing dozing sesh. If you dare to dream.
Well, it's Ask SP time once again, and I must say we have some mighty fine questions in this here inbox.
Oh, we sure do, Gem. They are both mighty and fine. So let's get stuck in with this video from Jasmine.
Hi GGSP, Jasmine here. You know the game Sackboy: The Big Adventure and the main villain Vex? Why does he suck up every single person in a giant vacuum except for Sackboy to clean up his dirty work? Plus, Darren, do these.
Hold on, those are for me. Gotta wear shades. Back from the dentist. Nonplussed. Glad to be here.
Jazzy, out.
Thanks, Jazzy and Darren. Now, I know he did just buzz in for those emoticons, but I actually think we should ask him about this question, because I'm sure he's descended from a vacuum or something, right? Cool.
Oh, Mariam, I told you, it's 1 shot of espresso and 2 shots of oil. Really, how difficult is it to get a simple oily latte around here? Oh, hello, Darren speaking.
Hey, Darren. Ask SP question for you here. Jasmine wants to know why Vex, the villain in Sackboy, does not simply vacuum up Sackboy himself. You know, like he does with the other Sack people in the opening cutscene of Sackboy: A Big Adventure.
Well, you see, Vex does indeed try to catch Sackboy in his vacuum, but he's able to narrowly escape this fate by manoeuvring into that rocket ship. Although, there is also a little more to it in the story than that, too. Now, how do I explain this without spoilers? Cue the mild spoiler alert, please, Mariam, just in case. Okay, so let's say that you find out later that Sackboy may also play a certain role in the nitty-gritty of Vex's villainous plan. But that's all I will reveal. You'll have to finish the game to find out more.
Yeah, I get it, Darren. Nitty-gritty? Because Sackboy is knitted? Huh, that's a good one.
The what? Thank you. That was totally intentional.
Nice save there, Darren. Good one. And I guess good luck with that coffee order. Okay, bye.
It's so hard to find good assistants these days. Bye-bye.
Maybe it's because you order oily lattes. Ugh. Right, well, on to some more questions, and this next video comes to us from Alad.
Hi GGSP, my name is Alad and I have 3 questions for you. 1. Are you going to review the DLCs for Minecraft Dungeons? 2. How do you get cash and Spellbreak without buying anything? 3. Do you have to have a 4K TV to be able to play on a PlayStation 5? Bye!
Thanks, Alad. In answer to your first question about whether we'll review the DLC for Minecraft Dungeons, well, probably not. We couldn't possibly review every new DLC that comes out. It's possible we might take a look at a major or particularly interesting DLC sometime in some form, but it's not really at the top of our priority list for reviews right now.
As for how to get cash in Spellbreak without buying anything, well, I'm assuming you're referring to Spellbreak's in-game currency, which is known as gold. This can be gained using real money, but be sure to ask your grown-ups before you think about doing it this way.
And fortunately, in Spellbreak, you can also earn modest amounts of gold in a few other ways, like when you level up. Leveling up requires XP, which you'll earn more of the better you do in each round. You can also level up your class mastery rank, which rewards you with gold on occasion. And you should receive gold for completing quests too. So if you keep playing, over time you'll see your gold slowly build up without spending a cent of real cash.
Be warned though, it is very slow. But the majority of items available to purchase in Spellbreak are just cosmetic too, which means they might look cool, but they shouldn't impact your gameplay experience too much.
And finally, no, you do not need to have a 4K TV to use a PS5 console. Next-gen games will definitely look great on a 4K TV, but it's certainly not essential. Apparently, the supported resolutions on PS5 are 720p, 1080i, 1080p, and 2160p. So as long as your TV fits into one of those HD categories, you should be fine. And you'll still be able to enjoy some of those next-gen console features like faster loading times, even if your TV isn't top of the line. Oh, and of course, you can still enjoy the games themselves.
And in the end, aren't video games the real 4K television?
No?
Yeah, you're right. They're different things completely. Oh, look at the time. We're out of time for Ask SP today.
We are indeed. If you have a question for us, why not go here and send it in? And if it's a video that we choose for the show, you'll score a coveted GGSP loot pack.
Okay, so video games aren't the real 4K TV, but the real video games are the friends that we made along the way, right?
Yeah, okay, sure they are.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like that.
All right, it's time to end.
Just one moment, Jim. We're having a slight microphone issue. Nothing a laser can't fix. Charging my repair beam.
Hello? It's working now, I think, Darren.
Yep, testing. Darren? Next week on GGSP, we create mechanical monstrosities of all shapes and sizes in the PC World Builder main assembly.
Helping humanity is our primary goal, and we have perfected it with our bots, handling every conceivable situation.
We might need to rebuild a robot in real life next week too. But until then, be nice, have fun, and keep gaming. Right out.
Gem out.
It's me. Everything's okay. We're all fine here.